Good morning. My watch says 10:02 and my computer says 9:59. So I'm just going to jump on because it usually takes a minute to get everything going. So I'd like to welcome you. And if you're joining me live, please say hello. And I always appreciate if you share my video and everything. So let me just refresh my page. Make sure I'm on here correctly. Okay, let's see. Always takes a second. My computer didn't update, but my phone did, so I'm hoping that everything is good. Let's see. All right. So I'd like to welcome you. I'm Kelly Agee from Michigan. I'm up north. Yep, I see I'm live here. Okay. So yes, if you're joining, say hello. Okay. May have to look at comments after, but I know why it's doing that. Oops. Okay. Hang on, I gotta turn the volume down. I just wondered what was going on here. Okay. All right, I should be good. So, without hearing myself. Echo. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. I kind of had a little challenge. I had a customer of mine who wanted to have a class using the Wildlife Wonder. And I did not have this yet, but I've always liked it. I just didn't get it, but since she wanted to use this, I got it. And it was fun. I really, really liked the set. I kind of had a challenge because the paper that would have been perfect with this would have been that paper that was with the like the mountains and the sky and the scenery, but that's no longer available. So I had to come up with something different, and it's always a challenge. So what I came up with was using the In Color paper, the 2325, and then the dots to match it. So this is what they will get for their class, and we'll be doing actually 4 cards. So I thought I'd share with you because lots of times it's really hard to get birthday cards or a thank you card or whatever. So this set is perfect, okay? So I just wanted to start with that. And then just a quick reminder, tomorrow is the last day to either get the cards to go or to sign up for my class up here, which is on the 22nd. So I got the Trucking Along class and then the Earth and Texture class. They're both beautiful classes, and they're both, you know, you can get them to go or come in person, okay? So I just wanted to give you a heads up about tomorrow being the last day to sign up for them. I can put a link on here after if you want, or I do have it on my page or my group page. Okay, so let's get started, because last week I talked a long time, but the one card took a little longer to make, so... But, so this one is sending birthday wishes to a great guy. And it's real simple. It's the only fun fold that I got. And this one is with the, I think that's I want to say a wolf, coyote, I don't know. I think more of a wolf. And it's kind of, I've used the same sentiments. But I love this one with the bear too. So you could use a different stamp set to stamp something else inside. And then this is the last card that we used, and I had stamped this bear, and I kept thinking, oh, I don't know about it. But I actually really like this card, and it's a note of thanks, and it says, for all the great things you do. So this is the 4th card we'll be making, but I chose these 3 to make today. So let's get started. So the first card is, this is Pebbled Path. I want to keep calling it Pebbled Bath. We got the bubble bath. It's hard to keep track of all these names. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8 to get your fold. Okay, now I cut this designer paper 2 inches by 5 3/8, and I like to cut it 5 3/8 instead of 5 1/4, because sometimes when you cut it 5 1/4, it comes up too short and it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to put this down. I had ordered more glue and I didn't get it yet, so I'm hoping I don't run too low today. Should be here by next week. I have to order a bunch of adhesives. But I know I'm running low, unless I got some stashed somewhere. Let's see, I think I got a couple here. Boy, I'm really running low. So we're just going to add this to the front. I just love this paper. This is going to be so nice for the fall. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to get out my other glue. Maybe that's got a little bit more in it. Okay, so on here, what I did is I got the stylish shapes, and I did the biggest one in the pebbled path, and then I got the white one. So I'm just going to do this. And what I did, let me see, we got this piece that kind of looks like, I think it's supposed to be the dirt. That's what I'm using it as, or like the, kind of just the shadow to fill in. Now on this one I used the black. For that, I'm going to use the gray granite. I want that a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to use the pebble bath for the owl and the little flower weed things. Same here. I use the black for that. I don't know why. So let's go ahead and stamp my owl. And here. Okay. It's actually quite dark, but it lightens up as it dries. So I'm just going to kind of stamp these random. So I stamped that was like the second generation, okay? So I will keep that. And I'm just going to stamp this, and this to me is just kind of like a filler. So I'm just going to stamp it up, and then one right there, just to kind of fill it in so everything doesn't look like it's floating in the air. And let's see, I'm going to stamp that on the bottom here. Yeah, I wanted that in the pebble bath. Or wait, what do I got here? Oops, I got the gray granite. I closed the wrong one. So I want that a little bit darker. So let's just flip that over. Okay, so we got that. In the sentiment, I am going to stamp in the Memento ink. I forgot to show you guys last week. I'm using my coffee mug. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't want to spill my coffee, but it has the truck on it with the Christmas tree. Last year I gave these out for my fall retreat, so I bought a couple extra for myself. Love them. So okay, I'm going to stamp to a great guy. Kind of hard to see that. I want to spill my coffee. I think I had way too much coffee this morning. And you want to stamp this so like it's underneath, like when you open it or look at it, it's not popping out. So you kind of want to get it a little closer. Okay. And then I stamped sending birthday wishes. And I did fussy cut this out already, okay? You don't have to. You can just snip it trim it down a little bit. Okay, let's see here. Find the card I'm working on. Ah, oh no. That was not good, was it? Let's see, I'm gonna try to wipe this up. I'm gonna have to put something on there so it's not sticky. Not good, but it'll be fine. Add a little cornstarch or baby powder, or you can use your embossing buddy. All right. So this also is cut at, I actually cut it at 4 by 5 3/8, so it matches from top to bottom. And then we are just going to add, but I didn't stamp that very good, did I? Looks like he's kind of gonna fall off, but it'll work. There's no right or wrong. And I'm just gluing this, okay? So I'm just going to kind of glue it right there as my hand sticks to the part that I shouldn't have, but yeah, you don't want to, make sure you have glue there. And it covers that. And then what I'm going to do, I popped that up, but you know what? I guess I better pop it up, because otherwise it blends in a little too much. So I'm just adding some small dimensionals right there. And I am going to take my scissors and cut some of these pieces off. So that's just the edging of the dimensionals. Okay, don't need a big one here. But it has been beautiful out. Loving this weather. Oops. Okay, got a little bit too close to the edge. All right. So we're gonna pop the sentiment up. There. Okay. And normally I would say don't add any embellishments to the guide cards on certain ones, but these I think go great, especially the darker ones. So we're just going to do one small. I don't got my pick 2 out here, so just going to use my use my nails. I've been painting more, so it's like my nails are taking a beating. So what do you guys think? I really love this card. I don't know. I mean, I love the paper, of course, but yeah, I could have stamped that a little bit straighter, I think, but it's okay. Sometimes they're perched on a crooked log or whatever, okay? So that's card number 1. So card number 2 is I'm going to show you how to color that background, okay? Let me put my glue back on. And it's real easy because you're just using your sponges, but I stamped that several times before I got it the way that I wanted it to be, so. All right. So I just have the boho blue. And you could do this card similar to how I did the other card if you wanted a fun phone. Let me get this. Make sure it's even. So this is real simple. This is your the boho blue 5.5 by 8.5. This piece is, let me just double check here. This is 5 by 2.5, and then you got your designer paper that you're going to cut 4 7/8 by 2 3/8. So hopefully I got that right. I do. So we will go ahead and layer this. How many of you have this set or a set similar? Okay, got to concentrate so I get that on straight. And then I just put it over to the left side a little bit. Okay, so what I found is this is the same thing, the boho blue, the biggest circle, and then I'm using the second to the largest. And what I have found is, I think, what did I use? I can't remember if I used the, I want to say I used the pebble bath, but I might have used the gray granite. Yeah, I think I used the gray granite. Now what I found is kind of sponging this a little bit with the gray granite anyways beforehand. I love our blending brushes, but I sometimes also miss our sponges. I think I had a little more control over that. I'm just going to go a little higher, but once you get used to using these, they're not bad. Okay. You almost have to go off so you don't get these little marks there. Like this looks better. But once I stamp it, and it'll kind of cover it. So I'm just going to do that. That was in the gray granite. The pebble bath I think was a little too dark. And then I'm just going to, I'm actually going to stamp my wolf next so I know where to do my sky. Okay. Wolf, coyote, I'm not sure. So you want to make sure it's well inked. Okay. And then I just did, and I got my little cleaner here. I did this in the Memento ink as well, the little weeds. And I'm doing this in the black. Okay. You just want it so it looks realistic, like so they're just not floating in the air or sitting there on a rock and not looking right. Okay, so now I have the boho blue, okay. I'm definitely going off on this one, so you don't want to leave any marks. Open, I got one. So you just want to take your time. And then you kind of know like how far to go. And I actually did a pretty good job, so I'm just going to try to get the sky a little darker so it looks more nighttime. Okay. And now where I'm going to come in and pick up some of that gray is right there again. So that is the gray granite. I could have probably went up just a touch bit higher, but It's okay. Just want to get a little bit right there. Okay, and I think that's going to be good. So sometimes when you get these images that are like this, you could actually color them in with your blends as well, but I think sponging is better. I mean, I don't know. It's your preference. Okay, so we're just going to glue this down. I got this a little bit darker than my other, than my other one, but it still all blends in. And then, oh, you know what? That's what's different, is I have a white circle. Oh, that's too funny. I definitely like the white circle better than, I don't know what I was thinking. I cut these early this morning, but you know what? I already got this glued down, so we're just gonna put it on here. And you can see the difference. I knew that was too easy. I had that cut already, and I thought, I'll be good. But, okay. So, I think I like the white better because it sticks out better. So, we are going to, let's see, I had my little, I did the same thing. I just stamped that in the Memento ink, and then I fussy cut it. I'm not sure. I think everyone kind of knows how to fussy cut, but if you don't, I can show you. But now, one little trick when I get to the last card about fussy cutting the bear, the one thing I can say to keep it real looking is probably you will want to not leave the little white line like you do for all the other fussy cutting. You're going to want to keep it up as close as you can to the bear so it looks realistic. So what do you guys like? Do you like the white circle for the background or the boho blue? I think I definitely like the white one better, but that's okay. And then let's see, I used the boho blue embellishments. I don't know, I guess either one looks good, to be honest with you. I don't think it looks bad. And then on the inside, to a great guy. So we're going to do that in the black. And I really like how this looks. It's just simple. We're just going to put that right there. It kind of looks like it's floating, but it's good. Now, I also have my Christmas, the mini catalogs. I'll be shipping them out probably next week, the beginning of next week. So if you've ordered from me, you'll automatically get one or belong in my club, my card club. But if you want one and you have not ordered, just let me know. I'll send one to you, okay? And we'll go from there. But I'm going to get shipping them out next week. So which one do you like better? Do you like the white background or the blue? I think the white makes it pop more. This looks a lot lighter, so, but they're both pretty cool. All right, so that's the second card. The third card, I have to say this is almost my favorite, but gosh, we've had either a cougar, bobcat, or something. I think they thought even possibly a bear attacked some horses up here, really not that far from us, and it's like, oh gosh. I guess the one, they scratched the horse's like face, and this is just hearsay, but the horse I heard is blind, and I don't know if that's true, but either way it's awful. So, but this is the Pebble Path, 5.5 by 8.5, and I took a piece that is 5 by 3 3/4, and I embossed it. So you can use either embossing folder. I used the old retire one here, but this is one of the online ones, the basic folder, I think. I think they're still available, but whatever, use whatever folder you want. So I'm going to layer that. I have a piece of the designer paper that is 2 inches by 5.5, and I'm going to put that right over it. This paper on the back would be perfect for Valentine's with the little hearts. Now we're just going to kind of center that. And then I have a piece of black paper that is, let me see, the black is, it is 4.5 by 3, and then I have a piece of white that is 4 3/8 by 2 7/8. And on this, I'm going to stamp the gray granite, and I gotta clean these. Okay, so you want the bear. This is perfect kind of for the bear because looks like they're walking on the dirt. So I'm going to stamp it twice, and then I actually think I'm going to stamp it 3 times, but I'm stamping the weeds. Stamp this a couple of times. I'm just bringing in my paper back to do one off a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to show you real quick. So that will be layered. So I wanted to show you how I did this. I stamped the birthday wishes in the black, the memento ink, sending birthday wishes. Not very good. It's hard to see here. Okay. Either way, I already did this part, but I just wanted to show you. So what I did next is for something a little bit different, and I don't know if you can see on my card, but what I stamped here is through the birthday wishes too. So what I took was this piece with my gray granite, and I inked it, I stamped off, and then I went on top of it. So you don't want it too dark, but so you can still see your sentiment, but it just kind of, I don't know, makes it look more like out in the wilderness, kind of muddy and, I don't know, kind of fun, I guess. So, and then the bear is just so cool. So what I do with the bear is I ink it from the top because you want to make sure you get it good and inked, and okay. All right. Isn't that awesome? So, and I had already fussy cut one, but what I was saying with this is you're going to want to kind of follow the line pretty close to them. You don't want to leave, and I'm just going to show you the difference. See how I'm kind of going closer? But if you go and leave a little bit of a white line, and I guess just a little bit of a line isn't too bad, but it looks more realistic here versus this. So I don't know if you can see that. I cut closer here and left a little white line there. I think it looks better if you go closer. So let's see, there you kind of gotta, you're gonna be cutting a little bit off, but it's pretty easy to cut, okay? So now you could stamp it right on this paper as well. Let me get rid of this because with all the stamping it looks kind of messy. So we're going to layer these. I gotta get a little bit more glue on here. I kind of didn't get enough on the corner. Okay. So what I did with this is I glued this piece on here. put some there. And then I pop the black piece up, and it gives the card a lot of dimension. So I just took these pieces here. This is the foam that goes, like if you want to die cut something. I couldn't even find my dimensionals the other day. It's like, oh my gosh. I have stuff all over. I am really hoping I got to paint a couple boards when I get done today that we're putting on the ceiling, because you have to paint the OSB board because we're going to do shiplap on the ceiling. But I told my husband, oh my God, we're getting too old to lift this wood up this high. So I'm kind of hoping maybe my son will come and help, but we'll see. He's busy too, but at least to get some of it like above our kitchen cabinet so we can get that done. But it's a lot of work. But anyways, what I was getting at is get that done, and then maybe I can start working on my cards for my retreat, because I'm so excited to get that together and get a email out. So, okay, so we're just going to put this piece right here. And I'm not reading your comments, guys, right now because I'm just working on this, but I will read them when I get done, okay? So if you got questions, just let me know. So I got that. That's raised up. And I'm going to raise my bear up, okay? But this, the sending the wishes, I did not. I just glued that down. So I'm going to raise my bear up, but my husband told me that I was putting my bear like this. He said, you need to put him like he's, you know, climbing a hill, or looks more majestic, I guess. So that's what I did. And it does look better. As you can see, he's kind of up a little bit. So, see, I haven't seen a bear yet, so I got to figure this out, right? No. I'm not sure if I see one. I definitely want to be in my car. All right. I don't know, but it seems like summer is going way, way, way too fast. I love fall, but I haven't had enough of summer yet. Okay. Trying to get these off. All right, so we're going to put this down a little bit because I think I stamped kind of high. All right, so we got that, and then I'm going to just glue. As you can see, I made a boo-boo back here, but we're going to use it anyways. All right. So sending birthday wishes. And then, let's see, on the inside I did to a great guy, but you know what? I think I am going to, I'm going to stamp this, but I'm going to stamp a bear inside too. So let's go ahead and stamp from the top. And we're going to go do just like that. And should put that right there, right, to a great guy, but you know what? I think I'm going to. Ha. All right. So we can put this in, and then I'm just going to add my embellishments. So I hope you guys like today's cards, because like I said, it's hard sometimes. The fishing one is great. Well, I think that could be for a guy or a gal, because I love to fish too. But I don't know, sometimes you just need something else. And I think that this could actually go for both as well. All right, I'm just going to use my nails again. So don't forget, if you place a $40 order with me and use my host code between now and Sunday midnight, I will send you stuff to make these cards. Now, you will have to have your own stamp set and inks, but if you don't, you can use something else. You could use whatever. You could use cars, you could use the motorcycles, you know, you could use whatever. So, let's see. What is, I like this one because I can stamp that crooked. So which one is your favorite card? Do you like the first, second, third? Do you like all of them? Is this something that you would make? So just let me know. I think they're cute. Like this one's even somebody who loves, you know, nature. Like I love to watch the birds and the eagles. I mean, I think these are really awesome. Of course, you'd have to stamp something inside different, but I don't know, really just a cool set. I'm so glad that that lady wanted to do this class because it got me out of my comfort zone of working with this. So I always like a challenge. But you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And don't forget, tomorrow's the last day to sign up for my classes if you want. And I will be sending the catalogs out. And I think that's about it that I can think of. Have a great week and weekend, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.